So after this client regressed to a past life in Lemuria or Lumeria, we found out that I actually shared the incarnation with them, and we were trying to escape an attack and go to the new safe place. The new safe place ended up being Telos, which is now the city located underneath Mount Shasta in Northern California. I hope you enjoy some of the information that we found out during her channeling session.
Where on the earth was Mu or Lemuria located?
Um, Ain't really tropical. I, to me, it seems like it's in between. I've got this picture right in my head. I see this picture of it, but the land is all connected. Where the Indian and Pacific Oceans meet, it's not right in the middle, not right by Africa, but or India. It's kind of moved over to the east a little bit from there, but not right in the middle of the Pacific either. It's kind of like if you were to go directly below, like Korea, if you were to go directly below like Korea and Japan and that way south towards Australia, it was all there, but it was spread out so far.
So are any of those lands, did they used to be part of Lemuria that are still there?
Yes, that's the parts that didn't sink.
So like Australia,
Aus-
Japan.
Australia, the Philippines, any of the islands, any islands between that to Africa. It went so far down as to touch Antarctica. Even it's everything was touching still then.
So when they set off the weapon that detonated the volcano you were in, was that the same time that all of the land sank? Or did it sink below the ocean, or what happened to it?
It's below the ocean, but I don't think that's what set it off. I think it just drifted and sank eventually over time. I think there was seems like over several thousand years it just started to disappear.
Oh, so it wasn't like a big cataclysmic event like
Oh.
it kind of make us think it might have happened.
No, it just naturally started to disappear.
And so some of the people that escaped that went to the safe place, they ended up like in Mount Shasta in
Hmm.
Telos or Telos.
Hmm.
So are there currently Lemurians living in Mount Shasta right now or under it?
Um, Descendants of, I guess they would be Lemurians, but
And are they humanoids or are they still kind of more in their original form?
both. I think there's both in there.
Do they let any humans inside there?
Yes. I don't know that they let them out, though. I'm not sure that anybody that's gone in has come back out.
Are people able to access it telepathically through meditation?
Yes, because they have the gift to see things like that, but they're not given full access when they do that.
Yeah, they say they're invited in.
Coming in telepathically is seen as an intrusion. Coming in without invitation and using your mind to them is intruding on their privacy. And that's the whole reason they're there is to stay hidden and they don't want to be seen.
So someone who is interested in connecting with them, that's not really a good idea because they don't want to connect, they don't want to interact.
They'll interact, but we need permission from them first before we just go in.
What would be the best series of events for someone to do to ask for permission or be considered for an invitation?
Coming to them mindfully, but with the intention of letting them contact us.
Mhm. So just kind of meditating and grounding and sitting in your own space and making it clear that you would like to connect if they are willing, but then just leave it there and let them come to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. They do, because they do make contact with people, but they want to know that they're safe with you. That's why they don't like intrusion. Intrusion doesn't feel safe.
Yeah, that makes sense. But people that come in with pure intentions and just wanting to learn and grow and interact with them, that is okay as long as you do it from a respectful approach.
Right.
Do these Lemurians or the descendants of them, do they have any kind of spacecraft or anything that they travel with in and out of the mountain?
Um, they don't use theirs. They keep it hidden in there, but the mountain itself is not a portal, but a like a landing pad for craft for them to come and go. It's not the only one, of course, but it's definitely full of activity.
From like all different kinds of species, or
Yeah, it's one place that's open that they can come and go out of, but it's not the Lemurians that fly in and out of it. They stay pretty well hidden in there.
and are the clouds there for a reason? Do the clouds hide the entry and exit points, or
The clouds are interesting. I don't know that the clouds hide it or the whole scene hides it. Like a Hollywood set. It's not what it looks like, really.
kind of like a mirage hiding what's really, do they come in and out like above the mountain or inside the mountain?
Um, Off to the side, there's a place they go off to the side.
And where do they go once they enter it? Is another place in space or another place on Earth?
I think it's for them to come in and go around Earth and do whatever they're doing, but it's almost like a check-in point, like a checkpoint. I'm not an airport, but
Right, right.
but it definitely has that feel to it. There's a lot of traffic there.
I see. So it's mostly connecting them to other points on Earth and not somewhere in space.
No, not for space, but definitely a way to get around Earth.
Are there other famous places that have these kind of checkpoints that we would know of?
Yeah, I mean, we know the desert in New Mexico is one of them. I mean, Area 51 is there for a reason, but that's not where it is.
Is it the Four Corners that you're talking about?
Possibly, um, I'm not familiar with it, but that that sounds right. There's definitely something there where they come in and out.
How about the Bermuda Triangle? Is that an exit or an entry point, or is that something totally different?
Oh, that's so that, yes, they use that as an entry point, but there's a really strong electromagnetic field there too, and it attracts them. They're curious about why it's there too, just like humans are. They want to see why, and it's really strong there. It seems like it's showing me a deep trench in there. It might be a portal in that trench.
Interesting.